Ah, well, would you look at this? You know, a new place, new environment, new location, new beginnings. It's a new year, brand new face, new haircut. Well, full haircut, the full restart. Think of it like 2022 was like the full restart of Steph J. Millz. Now it's like, alright, I gotta say my real name now. Stephon. That's the name. That's the real name. And Stephon was underneath all that hair. So when I cut my hair, I saw Stephon again. Looking in the mirror, I said, this is the Stephon from the very beginning of his life. Because I originated with the low cut. I always had my hair cut. Then I grew my hair out because insecurities. I was insecure about the size of my damn head because people used to make fun of that shit all the time. Grew my hair out, grew dreads and all that shit. Then I grew into a different character in life when it came to the hair growth. Then it was kind of like that long hair, don't care kind of personality that I undertook. I started realizing that there was some huge levels of like toxic energy that I guess my hair attracted. That's what I got from just this haircut. People had told me that it must have been some toxic level of energy that kept on being drawn to you throughout life as to why I was going through the shit that I was going through internally. Like it was like internal conflicts out the ass that I was going through. Shit where I'm like my whole reality is changing around me. People, family, by the way. People around me changing, family around me changing. Then I'm like, also, it's due to appearance. Your appearance is what got people thinking a certain way about you. Also, your choices in life as well. Your appearance and your choices in life. So I'm like, how in the world do I get rid of all this toxic drama? Well, you get away from it. You cut it out. Cut it all off. This was just as simple as cutting your hair too. Just cut it all off. To get rid of all toxic energies, you just cut it. Cut whatever is the source of it. And then, what happened after you cut it? Peace happened. The real me revealed to the world. And then, I found myself in my own world now. Just happy that I'm here. Because this is where I needed to be at. In my own world. When I had all that hair, I was creating the world for me. So that way when I cut it, I can now rest here. After all the hard-earned work, all the hard work that I did, while I had all that on me, when I cut it, I said, oh, I'm already done. I was already done. I just went a little too above and beyond than I ever would have thought because that was the best in me coming out. When there's something I want to do, when there's a dream that I have that I want to achieve, that I want to chase, of course I went to go chase that shit. I went to get that shit. And I got that shit. In front of the fucking world, bro. In front of the world, I got it. Then I'm like, I got it in my hand, but what am I going to do with it? What am I going to do with all this power? I don't know. Am I going to use it for good? Am I going to use it for bad? Or am I just not going to give a damn and just use it for whatever I want to use it for? That's like the choice between the hero and the villain and just the anti-hero, some shit. The motherfucker that's like, look, I'm not a hero, bro. I'm not trying to be a hero, but look, I already got morals and shit. So if somebody's against my morals, I'm gonna fucking put them in check. Just to let you know that I'm still human. But I still have my own beliefs and way of living, so I just separate myself from the heroes and the villains. I'm just in between. Can never be on one side. Naturally, that's how my life began. Started off in between. And I'm like, always the back and forth choice of, do I want to go this way? Do I want to go that way? Sometimes I was forced to have to go certain ways because of situations, and I'm like, can I have a fucking say in shit sometimes? Or no, I'm too damn young, that's why. You're a child, you don't have no say, you don't have no authority, you don't have no power, you don't have no human rights or nothing like that. Nothing like that matters when you're a child and have to listen to everybody that's older than you. You see what I'm saying? Because they already been through the dark realities of life. So you gotta listen to them, so that way you learn the dark realities first. So when you grow up, you already know what can happen to you. You already know the worst of things that can happen to you. You already know the worst of things that happened to your own people before. But you know, we're generations past. And we're in the future of the world, but it doesn't seem like shit is still free, right? I still felt like I was trapped somewhere. And I realized I was still trapped in my fucking trauma as a child. I was like, how the fuck do I break out of this shit that was so stuck on me? All because it was never resolved since I was a child. It was just people made decisions and ran with them because they're grown. Still neglecting the fact that there's a child witnessing those ridiculous decisions. And I'm like, really? Really? See, nobody pays attention to the moments where that child is listening, probably behind the corner as you're talking. You ever think of moments like that? Like, think of a TV show, and you see the two people talking in the room, right? And they show the person behind the wall around the corner also eavesdropping and listening. Oh, you know how many times that was me, man? Shit. Now you probably understand. Oh, he was the one that was behind the wall when we were talking. Yeah, I had my ears on the wall, trust me. Heard everything I needed to hear to understand life already, just from listening to y'all and watching y'all. And of course, just thinking that, well, whatever they tell me, they must be right, right? Till you see them make a choice in life that just is like, that's not them. That's not them. Wait a second. Be like, when you see someone make a very foolish decision, you'll be like, that's not them. I know them. I know they wouldn't do that. I know that they would never do that. Why would they do that? It must have been something bad in their life that made them do that shit. I hope they're okay. Someone gotta talk to them. Someone gotta be there for them. But you said, wait one second. You said you know them. Oh, it looks like you didn't know them well enough to see the switch up like that. That great righteous person that you swore that they were. Shit, you just saw on the news that motherfucker locked up for double homicide. What? When the fuck did they turn into a killer? When? What happened in their life that drove them to grabbing the gun? Or who did they have beef with that it had to go like that? What? But that was the person that you saw in school and was a nerd and played video games and talked about video games every single day there, and now he's doing double homicides years later? What the fuck? It's just prime examples, you know, of just when you thought you knew someone because of how they were back then, you realize being in your own zone and them being in their own zone, your way of thinking and their way of thinking, two different things. He was a nerd back then, fun gamer dude that didn't really care about what people thought about him, until you picked on him for no reason, and he's just sitting there like, what the fuck? I'm minding my damn business and I'm getting picked on, I'm getting laughed at for being a nerd? Alright, so, well, I'm not gonna be no nerd no more since everybody loves to make fun of that shit. Let me be a motherfucker that commits double homicide. People will respect, they gonna respect me now. They're not gonna laugh at me ever again in life. They're gonna respect me to this day. They will always respect me because they will be fearing me. They strike the fear in your hearts now because they used to be nice and sweet and now they're a killer. because the world was too cruel to the nice person that was themselves the whole entire time before they lost themselves to all the toxic attitudes and drama and all the toxic comments to them about them just being a nerd and not getting bitches and, you know, just being a person that's just gonna sit inside the house and stay lonely all the time. It's like, who the fuck are you? Who the fuck are you, bro? Because I promise you, bro, somewhere in your life, oh, you're struggling somewhere too, and you don't want to come out with it either. But you want to make fun of someone else's struggle. You see, after the shit that someone said to me, trying to make it look like I was still in that same boat and still struggling, like sitting in the house and being lonely, need to go out and get bitches and shit like that. I'm like, bro, you are like years late. You're years late. Because I had to backtrack on what the fuck I was doing in my life. And I said, oh, I was always about that. I was always doing that. I was just quiet. I just took a break for a while. It's like, motherfucker, I took a break for a while to chase my dreams. That's what you're supposed to do. So let's take a break from all that bullshit and focus on what's important in life. Focus on your priorities, right? So yeah, priorities. Oh, I know what priorities are. I know what my priorities are. And I always make sure my priorities taken care of. Because I am always aware that priorities come first before anything. If you don't take care of priorities first, then you got life fucked up. Because life is gonna fuck you before you think you can fuck it. Oh man. But as far as my life goes, I'm great. My year started off wonderfully, and I can't complain. Made one decision to make sure that my life will always be straight. So he got me. I already got all the signs I needed. I said thank you, nonstop. Cried all my tears out like I needed to. Then I realized I woke up by myself. And I was okay with that. If I can say that I'm okay being by myself, then what the fuck you need to bother me for? For real, for real. I'm fine. Thank you very much. You see, prior to the new year, I got a whole bunch of new energies. I got a whole bunch of positive attitudes now. I'm just happy. I'm just happier by the days. I'm back to work. I'm feeling good at work now. I'm blessed. I'm safe. I'm living good. I'm eating good. Oh, I've been eating wonderfully, man. And I just feel good. I just never thought that I would ever feel this good. Excuse me. Never would have thought I would feel this good in life. But I'm feeling very good in life. That's just all I can say. God bless y'all. Thank you for watching the new podcast for the new year. Be sure to expect more podcasts from Steph G. Millz. And be sure to, if you guys want to see me talk about a topic, or if you guys want to join in on my podcast, be sure to contact me. You can be sure to leave a comment below on this video, or you can follow my social media pages, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and I will be doing more open podcasts for this following year. And yes, you can just expect some new stuff from Steph G. Millz. So take care of yourselves, be blessed, be safe, and I will see you guys on the next podcast.